In the last lesson, we learned about the multiplication table or times table and some tips to remember it. If you haven't watched it, you should really check it out on our channel. It's an important piece of knowledge to help you multiply numbers with many digits, which is the topic of our lesson today. Let's dive right in. Let's try to solve 137 times 4. Just like addition and subtraction, we need to arrange this problem into columnar format. Don't forget to align these numbers correctly, with the ones in the same column. This feels a little uneasy because we have to deal with a 3-digit number. And you're not going to find the answer to this one in the multiplication table. When dealing with a big chunk of numbers like this, we should simplify the problem. You can break it into smaller steps and conquer them one by one. Still confusing? Well, in this multiplication, instead of trying to multiply the entire 137 by 4, how about we take 4 and multiply it by each digit of 137? That sounds more doable, doesn't it? Since 137 has 3 digits, we can break this multiplication into 3 small multiplication steps. Step 1. We always start by multiplying with the digits in the ones column, then gradually make our way to the other columns. We have 4 times 7, and the result is 28. It's time for step 2, right? Nope, not yet. We need to do just a little bit more work. Do you remember in addition, when the sum of a column is 10 or higher, we need to regroup to the next higher place value and carry it to the top of the column? We'll do the same in multiplication, but here's another way to explain the regrouping method. If the result of a column is a 2-digit number, we keep the last digit under the line and carry the first digit to the top of the multiplication right above the next higher place value. In the case of 28, we keep 8 under the line and carry 2 to the top of the tens column. Why do we need to regroup or carry in multiplication? Because in step 2, we need to multiply 4 by 3. But we can't write down the result if 2 is still there, right? And speaking of step 2, here it is. 4 times 3 equals 12. Oh, hey, what about this number 2? Since it was supposed to go to the tens place, we need to add it in. 12 plus 2 equals 14. Hey, we got another 2-digit answer, but there's still step 3 to go. I have a feeling you know what we need to do now, don't you? Yep, we carry it on to the top of the next column and keep 4 here. In step 3, we need to multiply 4 by 1 and we'll get 4. With the extra 1 on top, we better add that in, right? 400 plus 1 equals 5. And look at that! We've got our answer! 137 times 4 equals 548. That wasn't too hard, was it? Do you feel a bit more confident now? Let's try the next problem. Okay, don't be scared by the big numbers, because all we gotta do is apply what we've learned so far. So, what do we have here? 6,918 times 3? Wow, that is a 4-digit number right there. Just like last time, we divide and conquer. 6,918 has 4 digits, so we should break this multiplication down into 4 steps. In each step, we'll multiply 3 by each digit from the ones column to the thousands column. All right, let's dive right into step 1. We have 3 times 8 equals 24. Check it out, it's a 2-digit result. Do you remember what we need to do now? That's right, we keep 4 under the line and carry 2 to the top of the tens column. Next, in step 2, we multiply 3 by the digit in the tens column, which is 1. And that's the easy part. 3 times 1 equals 3. Give me some more like that, huh? But don't forget to add that 2 we carried over. 3 plus 2 equals 5. Since the result is not a 2-digit number, we don't need to carry anything to the top. Okay, step 3 is here. We need to multiply 3 by the digit in the hundreds column. 3 times 9 equals 27, a 2-digit result. You know what time it is? It's carry time! Let's carry that 2 to the top of the thousands column and keep 7 under the line. Only step 4 left. We have 3 times 6 equals 18. And 18 plus the 2 that we carried over equals 20. Now, normally, we would need to keep 0 here and carry 2 over to the next higher place value column. But in this case, the 1,000 is the last column, so we can keep both 2 and 0 under the line. So there you have it. 6,918 times 3 equals 20,754. Wow, talk about big numbers. And we figured it out together. Now you know how to multiply a multi-digit number with a one-digit number by dividing the problem into smaller multiplication steps. And if the result in a step has 2 digits, we carry the first digit to the next column of the higher place value. But what if we multiply really big numbers together? We'll learn all about that in multi-digit multiplication, part 2. So stay tuned and don't miss out on any of our videos.